There's a lot of pinch me moments, but I feel like this is definitely one of them.
Like, that's the castle.
Do you think we can put one in our home?
We're at Walt Disney World, Orlando.
Woo!
It's been 20 plus years since I've been here. Your first time ever.
Literally my first time ever at Disney World.
I am the guy that has a turkey leg once a day while here.
You did.
Don't get me wrong.
And a pickle.
And a pickle, yeah. Yeah. Avatar was a top 3 for me.
There was also Expedition Everest, which, to my surprise, went backwards. It's not prepared to go backwards. The tracks end and you're like, uh-oh. And it was in that moment.
It legitimately felt like we were in Africa. Us and our whole group was like tearing up.
Wait, what happened?
Well, I'll tell you off camera. It does something that I don't remember it doing before.
I got to meet Rapunzel.
That you did.
They literally just like plucked her out of the cartoon.
I
got to hold her hand.
I fear this is going to become a date night for us. Just the two of us going to Disney World. Fun wife.
Hello, Lemon Drops. Welcome back to a very special episode of The Squeeze. You may realize we are not in the studio.
What? This isn't our studio?
No.
Oh, that's
We are
strange.
not in our home. Where are we?
We are at Walt Disney World, Orlando.
Woo!
And this is so crazy. Like, that's the castle there.
Do you think we can put one in our home?
I don't know about that, but maybe we can say after this episode that this is our home and we live at the castle.
I would live in the castle.
Yeah, we live with Mickey.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. No, this has truly been such surreal. I was just telling Taylor before we started that this is like, there's a lot of pinch me moments, but I feel like this is definitely one of them because I am a Disney human through and through. So this experience is one of a kind.
When people ask for our highlights moving forward, you know how they ask us all the time?
Yeah.
They're like, what's the coolest, who's
Honestly,
been the coolest guest?
this
What's
is gonna
been
make
the
it
coolest
so easy.
moment? Yeah. We're going to be able to say, never did we think when we started this podcast that we would be filming in Disney World.
No.
Like right here.
No. And I feel like you may be wondering what the tie-in of mental health and
Sure.
Disney World is,
Let's hear
but
it.
I feel like it is such an obvious one after thinking about it. You know, a lot of us grew up going to Disney World, Disneyland, and it truly, every time I come back, I feel like it provides such like an escape and a nostalgic type feel, and you're able to just kind of get away from your everyday life and almost like play as an adult. Like you get to come back and play and do all of these things. And when people think Disney World, I feel like they maybe think kids and families, but I feel like I've seen a lot of young adults here and we've been having the time of our lives here.
Yeah. I actually grew up going to Disney World because, as many of you know, I did martial arts for a long time. And one of the tournaments yearly was in Orlando. So every year when we had that tournament, I would also come to Disney World. But that stopped when I was 11, 12 years old. And I haven't been back since. So it's been 20 plus years since I've been here. And it's your first time ever.
Literally my first time ever at Disney World. I grew up going to Disneyland. I did Halloween at Disneyland. I had an annual pass for like almost my entire life. And this is my first time here. So it has just truly been such an insane thing. But I also feel like people don't, which I didn't until coming here, the size difference. Like the castle alone behind us, like,
yeah, the castle alone is about 5 times the size, but also the property in general. Like, don't get me wrong, Disneyland is incredible.
Oh, I love Disneyland,
but Disney World, that they call it Disney World for a reason.
I understand the world now.
It's like you come through the gates and you have entered it's its own city.
Yeah.
So there's 4 different theme parks. It's
Yeah.
4 theme parks in one, but they're so spread
Yeah.
about because in
And they're each
between
massive.
that is like 20 something resorts and their own like downtown that has movie theaters and food, and
Yeah.
there's just so much to do. It's like it's its own city.
Yeah.
It's shocking the scale of it.
That was something that I had truly no clue. I thought we were going to be able to just like walk
Yeah.
between parks.
And yeah, I mean, because you'd never been here.
Yeah.
And even me being here once a year when I was a child, I didn't realize and remember that.
Yeah.
Like,
And there's so much more than just the rides. Like there's so much shopping. There was so much food. We're going to get into the food because I have been blown away by the food. Like I feel like we were kind of shocked by how good our meals have been.
Yeah.
Because when I think Disneyland, I think, iconic turkey leg and, the pickle, which are a staple, which we had multiple of this trip.
Yeah.
But the food, like there's Michelin star restaurants here.
Yeah, because we're we're foodies.
Yeah.
So,
Like we literally scheduled lunch after this taping to go back and have lunch at one of our favorite restaurants because we loved it so much yesterday. Yeah. We're going back for round 2.
And I am the guy that has a turkey leg once a day while here.
You did.
Don't get me wrong.
And a pickle.
Yeah, that's the go-tos. But no, the higher level food was delicious.
Should we get into telling them about our days? Because I feel like even though I grew up as a Disney kid, I didn't realize how much there was in Disney World and like everything that it entails. Should we just kind of recap our trip and start with Animal Kingdom?
Probably, it's so tough to say, but I loved Animal Kingdom.
I just feel like the biggest there's literally real animals. The safari
It was unreal.
Was insane. I don't know how I didn't realize that there was real animals.
Oh, I didn't, yeah.
That were going to be there.
Especially at that scale.
Like baby giraffes we got to see. We got to see animals that I feel like I only saw in like The Lion King.
It legitimately felt like we were in Africa.
Yeah.
And I left that ride or whatever you want to call it. And I was like, we need to go to a safari because
literally my phone camera roll has so many videos of me just like zooming in on these animals because they were the cutest little things. And just like crazy that we got to see them in real life at Disney World. Like my brain can't like comprehend the two.
I know. That was really special.
But I think Animal Kingdom, that was like a really big standout. There was also Avatar, Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain that right a little bit?
If you haven't done the Avatar ride, you have, it's worth coming here just for that. It's one of those screen rides where you're like in something and it's a 4D immersive experience. So if you've done Soarin', it's similar to that. I think a lot of people call it Soarin' on steroids, and that's pretty accurate to me. It just you get the smells, you get the spray, the mist, and it literally feels like you're in Avatar. So yeah, that was definitely, Avatar was a top 3 for me for sure.
Yeah, that was a standout. There was also Expedition Everest.
Yes.
Which, to my surprise, went backwards. And I was not prepared to go backwards at all.
Yes, it did.
But I remember, it's so cool because you go up and, I don't want to spoil the ride or anything, but you go up and it's like the tracks end and you're like, uh-oh. And it was in that moment. You know that trend where it's like the record scratch and it's
yes.
You may be wondering how I got here. That was me in that moment.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
There was one way out.
Yeah, there was one way out and it was backwards.
There was also the Tree of Life. The giant. Remember, we saw the real version of the tree in the safari.
Yes.
But the Tree of Life is like this. It's like almost as big as the castle.
Yeah, no, it's huge.
And they have, I think they said, 365 carvings of different animals.
Yeah.
Within the Tree of Life, and just standing under that, we took our photo in front of it, and there's water coming down. It was so cool.
No, it's truly so magical. I feel like it was the perfect way to kick off our weekend here.
Yeah, although I wanted to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to do double the time.
I guess
next time.
I guess we have to come back. Another cool thing that we did was we went to Disney Springs and we had some lunch drinks at Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. They have some really cool Halloween little snackies. We had cute little like pigs in a blanket, but they were like little mummies and they had little eyes. We had dumplings that were ghosts. We had a little like chicken sandwich that looked like a little alien with olives as eyes, and
it was just it was like spooky in there.
it really ties in like the play with your food. Like the food was so cute. Again, I have my camera roll is really full after this trip.
Yeah, but we love fall.
Yeah.
This is like we are entering our favorite time of year.
Yeah.
So it was cool to be here at that time because they transform this place into fun Halloween fall themed like special things.
Yeah.
That's only available this time of year. So it was the perfect time for us to be here, and now I want to come back for Christmas.
Yeah. After that, we made our way over to EPCOT,
Which also was a good time to be here because they're doing their food and wine festival. When you walk around the world, and this was a part I remember from when I was a kid and being my favorite, and again, we're talking 20 plus years ago. One of the major things I remember was EPCOT. And trying different drinks and keep in mind, I was 10, different drinks from different parts of the world.
For sure.
I loved that.
Yeah.
And it was like that, but again on steroids for this food and wine festival because each country you enter, it's like you feel like
you're
just
fully
like
immersed there.
teleported there.
Yeah. I did not know what to expect, but it was way more than I expected. They're also like on top of all the food and wine that you can go and have, they also have shops. Like we bought so many snacks from like Japan, from Germany, like
Clothes and knickknacks.
Yeah.
That
are specific to that country.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. And we did buy a lot of, I think we probably bought the most in Japan.
Yeah.
'Cause
Japan was a good one.
I love Japanese little snacks.
Yeah.
In Germany though.
Germany was cool.
Because you are
too.
German, so we did.
I am German.
We did splurge on some German goodies.
Yeah.
But we did have dinner, a hibachi dinner. Again, the food.
That was one of the tops for sure.
Yeah, I love an hibachi dinner.
Yeah.
We do a little Christmas party every year at our house with our close friends, and we do hibachi at our house. So you could say we're hibachi connoisseurs.
Yeah. Now you can.
Yeah. Especially after doing this, but
We went to Tepanato.
Teppan.
Tepanato? Sounds right. I also loved the food pop-ups that they have.
Yeah.
That's just for, right now, like this time of year. So outside of the normal restaurants that they always have in the worlds, on the walkways, they have these pop-ups that's like, just like snacks. So like when you're in Germany, like we got a bratwurst, and when you're in, there was there was gyros and just fun little like snacks and knickknacks.
Yep, we did pass Greece.
Yeah.
We did have spanakopita, which are my favorite.
Yes.
Because I'm Greek.
Yeah. So Epcot was a hit. But
That had your favorite ride.
oh, Guardians? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guardians is insane. If you've never been on Guardians of the Galaxy in Disney World, you're missing out. It's one of the coolest rides I've ever been on.
It's insane because it's like, it's a ride. If you think like Space Mountain, but the cart you're in turns while you're going. So you're like moving on the coaster, but then you're also spinning. But then to make it even more fun, they're like blasting Disco Inferno or September. So when I did it, I was just screaming September the entire time because that was our song.
The best way I could describe it is it feels like a dance party. Like,
yeah,
we did it twice because it was so good. We had to do it again, like right away. And the whole time, both times, I was literally just dancing the whole time.
Yeah.
It's the funnest ride maybe I've ever been on.
Yeah. Another one was Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Yes.
You've never seen Ratatouille.
Embarrassingly enough, I have not.
Now, after riding the ride, will we be watching Ratatouille?
Well, you know the answer to that because last night I said to you that I wanted to watch Ratatouille because it was so cool. It's one of those ones, again, with the screen and you feel like you're there and there's like the smells.
We literally couldn't have enough Disney during the day. We literally went home last night and put a Disney movie on.
It's true.
We were inspired.
Yes,
Look
we
at
were.
us. I love it. The biggest thing, though, I do want to touch on with Epcot is the Symphony of Us, which is their like water
Oh my
light
gosh.
fireworks show. I think that's been one of the biggest standouts here for us has been the shows.
Yeah.
Like fireworks, oh, like I love a good fireworks show, but these shows, the way they combined like light and music and the like choreography almost of the fireworks, it's emotional.
Well,
which
and
sounds like
and the stories.
yes.
Like that one specifically, us and our whole group was like tearing up from this show. And then, I mean, of course, we'll get to it, but the fireworks show right here is insane. But yeah, it's just crazy because there's so much. There's so much for us to do here. Like not just the rides, the food, but the shows, the fireworks shows. The fireworks show there was definitely a highlight for me.
I can't get over it. I'm like still thinking about it, and I have a lot of videos of it
Yeah.
on my phone.
Well, we can watch it back.
Also, I do want to flag that if you guys want to come to Epcot's Food and Wine Festival, it's running now through November 22nd.
Okay.
So it's a limited time. So
Yeah.
if that piqued your interest at all,
Now is the best time to be
Now
here,
is the
for
time.
sure.
Y-
I mean, I'm sure
yeah.
it's magical any time of year, but I just feel like the fall and Halloween stuff they're doing here is so
Yeah.
fun.
yeah. Day 2.
Uh-huh.
We started our day at Disney's Hollywood Studios,
Yes.
which I feel like is comparable, not really comparable, but kind of comparable to,
California Adventure.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Some of the rides are the same, but
they have different spins.
oh, yes.
Like at California Adventure, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which used to be Tower of Terror, but here they have the like original Tower of Terror, but also with a spin, which I don't want to say out loud because I don't want to give it away because I was shocked when it happened. But yeah, having like the OG Tower of Terror theme.
Wait, what happened?
Well, I don't. I'll tell you off camera, but it does something that I don't remember it doing before. You're gonna have to wait.
Interesting.
It was fun.
Taylor finally got to live his like glam bot moment. I don't know if you guys have been seeing that trend where it's like the slow-mo and then it's like people will just like flip their hair and it's in slow-mo and they have like the total glam bot moment.
Yeah.
You got to have a glam bot moment.
Yeah. No, I worked.
How did that feel?
I served. It felt good. I haven't watched it back like 10, 20 times in a row.
Okay, I have to talk about the Star Wars ride, The Rise of the Resistance, because as a Star Wars girly, I grew up watching Star Wars. I had multiple lightsabers. I was like dressed up as Queen Amidala one year for Halloween.
There's a great photo, and at this moment, we should
We should be
putting
showing
it up right now.
because all of my friends were like cute, like little cowgirls or princesses, and I wanted to paint my face white and be in a full-on gown head thing. So, Rise of the Resistance is truly such an immersive experience because the ride starts like before you're even on like the actual ride.
Yeah, it feels like you're in the movie.
And you walk past all the stormtroopers. It's just like if you've watched Star Wars, it's a dream. We did it at Disneyland a while ago, and that got you excited to watch Star Wars.
Yeah, literally, yeah. I'm admitting
I've been
that-
educating him. I've been educating him.
Yeah, I had not seen all the Star Wars before, but it was Rise of the Resistance that made me want to dive into it.
I think that's like the biggest thing with everything here is it really is such an experience and an escape. Like it really just gives your mind a break from what's going on. You put your phone on Do Not Disturb and you're able to just be fully immersed in the magic.
I think that's something important to talk about is I noticed yesterday that the whole time I had been here, I had not been looking at my phone.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm it's one of my weaknesses. I need to work on that and probably do more things like that take me away from my phone. And it was like 3 full days of, I would probably glance at my phone 3 times throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
And then, I'd do whatever I needed to do before we came here and when we got back into the hotel. But while we were here for 8 to 10 hours, my phone just didn't exist.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel the need for it. And everything going on outside of here, like the real like stressors of life, it just like completely went away and disappeared.
And
it was the best feeling.
I know. And that's, I feel like something we talk about a lot is how important it is to find, I mean, you guys, if you've listened to this podcast, you've heard me literally preach for years how important self-care is, and taking that time for yourself to kind of just hit a reset button and recharge and restart. And I feel like the past couple of days, what we've been able to, experience together has been so fun. Like there's something to the magic of Disney World, and also just getting yourself out of your normal routine and your normal space.
Yeah.
And yeah, what you said, not being on your phone. It's been so great. Like, I'm not looking forward to flying home and having to get back on my emails. And maybe now is our time to finally set our the timers on the apps that we've been saying we're going to set.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I think now this was a good reminder.
Yeah.
Maybe we can take some of this home with us.
For sure.
And, not be so glued to our phones and devices and stressors of life, and be able to, just a little part of us take Disney World home with us.
I do want to talk about the Cobb salad that we had.
Okay, go ahead.
Because we're going to have it
Very
again
passionate
after
about
this
Cobb
taping.
salad.
I love a Cobb salad. You love a Cobb salad.
I sure do.
The Brown Derby.
I wouldn't make it a talking point on this podcast, but I do
had
love
to.
a
No,
Cobb salad.
my tummy growled, so I was thinking about the Cobb salad. Well, I think that also at least for me growing up, when I thought Disney World, I did just think, the food on the carts, which are great, but Disney World has some amazing restaurants too. I think that was like the biggest thing for me. I was like, oh, I can get like a good meal here.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
I had several of them.
Yeah. Okay, I want to talk about my favorite ride in Magic Kingdom.
All right. Well, I know where this is going.
Yep. And I am not one that normally likes a water ride at all.
I have to pull her on to water rides.
But I was being a loving wife, and Taylor really wanted to go on the water ride. So we went on Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Which is new,
yeah. And it literally, we rode it twice. I would have done it a third time if the group would have allowed me to. But
she started this ride by, like she said, doing it as a favor to me.
Yeah.
And as we were getting onto the ride, she looks at me and she goes, fun wife. And I was like, okay, yeah, you're going on a water ride, fun wife. And it started with you treating it as you were doing a favor for me, and you were bragging, how brave you were and stuff.
Well, that I was being fun, because I do get a little motion sickness, so there's a couple rides that I had to sit out on, but Taylor loves them, so, he was a little sad I couldn't go with him. So this one I could, so I was teasing him and saying I was fun, because I could still do that one.
And then she did it. And the second we finished, she was like, can we go again? And I was like, this is what happens when you put yourself out there and you stretch your boundaries.
Hey, I tried.
Go outside of your comfort zone. You experience new things.
I did do Guardians for you, but I could not tell left from right, from up from down.
That one didn't go as well.
Which was fun for you, not fun for me.
We won't talk about that one.
But no, this ride, and I haven't seen Princess and the Frog since it came out. Mind you, we did go home and watch it last night after we went on the ride twice. But I just feel like the design of it, like you were truly so immersed.
It was just beautiful.
Also sit in the back row if you don't want to get wet. Because I was fine. That's why I did it twice. But no, I just feel like it was just the coolest thing. And it was so funny how something I didn't think was going to be my highlight was the highlight.
It was a water ride.
Was the water ride.
I know.
And I don't like being wet. And it was fun.
Yeah.
I loved it. My other highlight I have to talk about is I got to meet Rapunzel.
That you did.
Which was
very
really fun
excited for
because I love Tangled. I am a Tangled girly through and through.
Meeting Rapunzel was crazy because it literally felt like she stepped out of the screen.
They literally just like plucked her out of the cartoon and put her here.
She was unbelievable.
Yeah, no.
So cute.
I got to hold her hand.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, hold my hand,
She
and we
was
took
making
a
me
photo.
do dance moves.
You did dance for her.
Uh-huh. Multiple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, she wanted to meet us after at the Snuggly Duckling, but
Yeah.
she did. And Taylor's like, I have no clue where or what that is.
No, I didn't know what she was saying, but I nodded my head.
But he
and
danced for her and concluded. But she was truly just the
I was
cutest
sold.
thing. It was
I'll
a dream come true.
meet her after
for me.
It's
I
all
also
making
got tangled ears. I have them somewhere. I got a lot of ears.
a lot of ears.
These have popcorn and a cute little bow. I don't know if you've noticed at all during this taping.
I think they can see that.
Okay, it's cute. I had to buy them. I have 3 pairs of ears, literally, and I'm bringing home with me, and I already have 2 at home. So that's fun. But I think the other biggest standout to us is the fireworks shows that took place at the castle.
Yeah.
The first one we saw was the Halloween fireworks show, and then last night was the Happily Ever After fireworks show.
Yeah.
It's just... It's so I hate saying a fireworks show because it really is so much more. Like you are just like immersed like into this thing. Like I feel like Taylor and I didn't even talk the whole time. We were just staring at it. But the way they like project lights onto the castle and like someone will like shoot something out of a wand and you see it like on the projection and then all of a sudden a firework comes out and it's just like it's insane how that happens.
Yeah, like the choreography of it is nuts. Like Minnie or whoever will shoot something out of a wand on the castle. Stay with me here. On the castle. And then when she does that, there's like a sound and a firework comes from behind the castle like she just shot it out of her wand.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that keeps happening. And I don't even understand how they put all of these elements together, but it was the cool. I've never seen anything like it, and especially you know how much we love Halloween.
Yeah.
The Halloween specific fireworks show.
Yeah.
At the castle was so much fun.
And I think that was really cool for me because, like I mentioned before, I like grew up going to Disneyland, and I for probably like 5 or 6 years went to the Halloween at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I would do the trick-or-treating. I'd come in costume with my girlfriends, and our moms would wear like matching shirts. And so getting to come here as a 28-year-old and see this full-on production just like it put me in my feels, and it was just so cool to get to experience.
Yeah. I fear genuinely that this is going to become a date night for us, just the 2 of us going to Disney World, because it was so much fun, and we had so much bonding time with the 2 of us, and we had some friends with us.
Yeah, I think it was like intentional time because we spend a lot of time together, live together, we work together, work from home, like
But this was a different kind of time.
Yeah,
together.
getting to have intentional time together and experience fun, memorable things. Like I already know on our flight home, we're going to be like, oh my gosh, remember this? Or like looking at photos.
Yeah.
And it's just so sweet that we get to do that together.
I know.
As you guys can clearly tell, we have truly just had the time of our lives.
We had no fun.
We had no fun
No fun whatsoever.
And I just am truly still pinching myself that there's literally like the castle behind me and I'm sitting here working.
This was a
with
dream
the love
come
of my
true.
life.
We literally
It's insane.
filmed an episode of The Squeeze at Disney World in front of the castle. Like, pinch,
It's so cool.
pinch me.
It's so cool. Take this as a reminder to make sure as we're heading into this busy back to school, back to work, summer's over, we're getting back into our busy routines to make sure that you're still taking time to prioritize your mental health and your self-care and finding time for yourself and to be with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends. And there's really no better place than Disney World to do
Highly
that.
recommend. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
What the?
Oh my.
Where are these bubbles coming from?
I think Mickey's calling us.
Mickey? Is that you? I'm coming, Mickey.